it's also enthusing, because when you are in that place, and that's what keeps me in business today, you are on the verge of opening a conversation of a decent or good quality, and that you're not wasting your time.
That's a word. That's a word I want to pick up on. A good quality conversation. So what, in your experience, does a good quality conversation consist of? I mean, I've got my idea of that.
The first is pace. A conversation that allows for time to settle. It's a face-to-face conversation. And it's a conversation where each side has time and space to let the other sides unload with as little judgment as possible, and an ability to even in very disagreeable settings, have an ability to have a level of curiosity on what the other person is saying. Once these very basic ingredients are in place, I find that the conversation is often productive. And then at one level deeper, if one or both sides of the conversations are able to do more with what's coming to them, and bring empathy in the conversation, then the true quality comes in. So that's my experience of quality conversations in any friendship, professional, formal dispute resolution, social settings.
It's making a connection, isn't it? It's connecting something.
Yes, you're right. It's exactly that. It's connecting with another human being, probably with no expectations of what's coming next, because that connection in itself will lead to something interesting, or even better, something useful or productive.
Yeah, I have lots of experiences of that, of just thinking about the human relationship, thinking about the connection, thinking about the here and now. And one of the things I just want to sort of backpedal a bit is, the brain, the heart, the gut, and those conversations. It's not an either or. For me, the brain being engaged and the heart being in partnership, when I translate that into words, is let's do a piece of business here. So, and, we may agree, we may disagree. Some of it may be tough. We may hit stumbling blocks, and let's look after each other at the same time as we do this. So what happens to you when you hear me say that?
It brings me back into negotiation meeting or mediations when I was mediating a complex dispute, which led themselves to a fast resolution, because the individuals in the room were only focused on that piece of business that they wanted resolved for themselves or their organizations, and yet the care in the relationship, in the conversation that was happening on the day, was what led to that piece of business to take care of itself. And yet it's the exception rather than the norm. Maybe for many of the reasons that we've touched upon briefly over the past 20 minutes.